Alrighty. So, another Monday. Another Rapid League 158 this time. Noketiers is on the 4th level. We've sunk so low. Let's see if we could go even lower. Alrighty. And as always, if you want to play in my team, just type !tournament to get the links. I should have updated them, I think. If I remember to press the update button. Hello, Nevant. How's it going? First GNG. Well, congrats on first. It's always an achievement. And hello. Alright. I guess I could do a really quick bootsless storm or something. It's been 6 months. I don't even know how the knights move now. Yeah. 6 months is a long time not moving knights. I think it's some kind of a... they go few up and then somewhere sideways or something. Can't never know. Knights are jumpy. Let's do a quick bootsless storm to warm up. My tournament is almost there, so no point of starting a streak or anything. That's kind of like, it's a bit cursed view, but I guess it's good enough. My which side? Guess we're black. Wow. Oh, here I suppose. How about this? Check. Oh, I. It's coming there. I think we do this and that. That was a mouse slip. Horrible. The previous one, I mean. Yo, Elite Race Academy. Amazing streams. Thank you. What is this though? I think we check and then he has to go G5. This also looks easy one now. Is the queen trapped if I go here? Guess. That's an easy one. That's not so easy. If I go here, king goes here, and then what? Like here, check. Guess, wait, if I go, just take the rook, right? Not so difficult. So, I think we go here and then we are faster to those pawns. Do you have a better idea of growing up your channel? I have good ideas about growing my channel. I've been streaming for, I don't know, closing to 4 years, I think. I think we just go here and take the rook or mate. Pin the queen. Take the mate and the rook. We could take the, oh yeah, I guess the bishop was the only thing I could take. And I think we'll take that. that. That's a check. Can we take with the rook and then bishop? Block, take. Oh, yeah, but if you're gonna sell me any kind of a plans or trying to wanna be like a... I'm not really gonna too interested about paying anything to try to build my stream or the brand or whatever. I know it's gonna be small no matter what I do. And I'm happy about that. Or happy enough about that. Small potato. But there's my Discord link if you have some really good offers. Alright, that was enough for that. Now it's 1 minute. Tournament starts. I mean, I don't know if Butler Storm is even a good warm-up, to be honest. Especially for a rapid games. You need some kind of patience. Of course, you see the need tactics too. Let's go back to the 3rd division. Yep. So, me, Mursu. That's about it. I think we are gonna play... No, maybe not. He's not online, otherwise I'd play this I am from Russia. So maybe we are playing this guy. Oh, we are playing Blixt. He jumped in there. He's playing... Alright, let's see how we can do about Mr. Blixt. Now I guess it's gonna be a problem. Should we berserk him or not? He's been playing in my team so long. I hate berserking, but I don't wanna be sneaky. Well, against Blixt I'll make an exception and berserk the game. Let's play the Slav. Usually he plays in our team, but today the Latvian team. Basically turning a rapid game into a blitz game. That knight has a lot of ways. Well, not really a lot of ways. Basically could take, which is not good. I think we still do a5. I think. Oh, now if I take this is a double attack, do I have to do something sad like that? It's a bit sad. No, I maybe let him do e4. Maybe he tricked me a little bit there. It turns games into a Blix game, indeed. Hello, Vesku. That's a sad move to make. Doing a lot of weird maneuvers with the knights. But yeah, the problem is if I take, he's gonna take and... Now my knights are a little bit wrong way around. I think I could probably take... So for a queen trade, since he can't take here. Hello, Kenu. How's it going? I could do I think I'll take there so there's no accidents by if I move the bishop here, so I could have sacked there. No accidents allowed. Again, it's a bit sad. Maybe I could go here now. Even though it looks weird, but I'm fine enough going here. Okay. I don't want to let them have my bishop. Awkward a little bit. Let's play h6, stop that one. My bishop is completely out of the game here. So of course a bit sad. Maybe I'll sneak the bishop here. e5 is definitely a break they can do. I think I can maybe take and maybe go here about knight here. I'm just gonna there and say I'm somehow happy on d6. The bishop, as long as the bishop can't check me, we should be happy. Happy little campers there. I'm gonna offer a blitzer draw and then go about it. I'm gonna even take this guy. Stick the knight there to block. Should be still fine. d6 actually we might be soon be even better here. Okay, I should probably take that back. This would be a nice repetition. I got my draw that way. Okay, neither side got a break going on. But it was also probably pretty evenish anyways. He has the bishop pair, but my king, as he has also the isolated pawn, and my king is pretty active, so it could definitely backfire. Not sure I could take the pawn in yet though, because of the bishops and the rooks. My king is in the center. Not that I was actually threatening to take the pawn anyways. But like, if I could somehow sneak a few trades in and then the pawn could become weak. Anyways, GG Blixt, GG. See, there he is. Murphy, oh, another strong player, Murphy. Let's go e4. Asks for trouble instantly. Oh, the Scandi. Candy. Alright, so here, of course we could just like, I think I'm gonna play d4. Say, we don't care. Bishop here. I'll take this way. Takes there. I don't think this is a problem. I guess c4 is a bit problematic. I can't get that in easy. Maybe I'll try to get it by force. I don't know where queen goes. I think I can play h3 and it should not be a problem, right? h3. e5 we can probably sidestep, right? And we should be able to take that guy if he goes there. Otherwise he has to go backwards. I don't know, we could offer a queen trade. There's a weak pawn there. Not that any other square is really happy anyways. Oh, okay, I guess that's a fair point. It is indeed a bit of a pinned pawn. So if I now offer a queen trade, then they might be able to sneak a knight there. I'm gonna say fine. You stick the knight there. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. Something really bad, probably. Knight really wants to go there. Could be annoying there. Thank you for the follow, Emra. Mr. A6, I suppose. How do I stop anybody coming from here and not get mated? Oh, now he's also threatening to actually go here and checkmate me. So let's go here. 8-6 can take the knight. Right. I'll go here now and hope I move right. And now I have this defended, so I hope I'm right. All right. Now, of course, he can do the knight there, h5 maybe, like a fishing bowl situation going on there. If I take and h5 looks pretty horrible. But I don't, of course, have to take it. I'll just let it stay there. So I have a check here. Let's give a check here. Then I think I'll take this guy. Take this guy. Which way though? Or with the knight. Would hit the bishop. Would hit the queen. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Let's take this way. Pawn is a pawn. They get the open g file. Their bishop is definitely nice here on this diagonal. But I have an extra pawn. And I do like pawns. I do like them. Okay, I'm gonna bully that queen a little more. Saying that we don't mind a few trades. For sure. I don't know. Move some rook somewhere. I don't know, I go here. Not sure why I do go there, but have this covered. I don't know, maybe knight goes there, but not really sure. Guess I should have probably gone there. Bishop here, probably. Yeah, probably. I'll just go here. Why do I use this rook? I don't know. I want this to be covered somehow. Doesn't seem like it's really matters, but not sure I need a rook on a1 anyways. The moment these guys are not running through and trying to, like, battering ram style, opening the g file. And now the queen move, one of the points was to go here. They could have gone there straight up. All right. I could bully the queen a lot again. They just go here. I don't think I gain anything from that. I'm gonna double on here. Keep them queen away from there. Gonna double there and go say back rank something. They say back rank something loft. Makes sense. Well, I'm gonna say double anyways. A lot of saying in this game, I see. A lot of things are said. The thing is that none of these things actually gain me anything. None of these things gain me anything. I don't know. I'll go here. I'm not really sure what that does, but I have to move something. I couldn't go here, of course, now that takes, and it's not a check. Get back rank mated. I guess I would have had the knight there, but sure. I'll play the h4, right? Because then I get the queen trade, right? I think so. There's no escaping. No escaping. Then I was gonna play here. They cannot attack my knight, which is good, because it's kind of holding this together at the moment. This is pinned, the g-pawn is undefended otherwise. Then I'm just gonna move my king up somewhere. Maybe to f3 even. Get out of this pin, get out of this pin. We should be pretty solid here. Still can't attack my knight. Oh, he can. Oh, cool. Here. Disgusting. If I move the knight, then he can take here. That's sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky devil. Can I have to go here, maybe? Not sure they were threatening anything. I guess they still were threatening that if I didn't move the king. That's sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Pins are dangerous. They are really dangerous. So you should always try to get out of them. Just so you get... Your opponent has a lot less tactics if you're not pinned on stuff. The bishop is definitely dominating my knight though. Knight is kind of dominating the rook a bit. Well, it's kind of keeping things together. Alright, that's really tempting though. Now he's not sure what he's threatening. Maybe to go here. So I should probably take it now while I can. Though I do love my knight, but if he sticks the bishop there, still have a f4 though. So I could probably go here. I'm not 100% sure I want to play that. I don't know. Maybe this allowing this is stupid though. Weakening my g3. Yeah, probably. Oh, I see. He was tricky. He defended the fork. I didn't even see I have a fork threat here. He defended by pinning the g-pawn, so if I went here, takes, wins the knight. He's being a very, very tricky customer. I didn't even see the fork. Can't trick if your opponent is blind as a bat. Alright, this on the other hand becomes a question. Can I actually fork now? Rook takes here. Pawn takes, rook takes here. Discovery somewhere. Maybe here. King goes to the corner, you take my knight. They get 2 pawns and the knight for a rook. Is that worth the money? Of course I could probably take and go fork him. And then take a pawn. I think that's actually the best, right? Chop, chop, fork, take the pawn. I am up already the pawn, right? Then I'm up 2 pawns in a rook endgame. I don't think there is any funny business here, right? And he is forced to take back, otherwise I'm up a rook here. No funny business here. No way to keep him the rook and the pawn. I actually saw a bat last week. Nice. I've seen actually a few bats lately because I've been fishing a lot this summer or autumn, and you run out of daytime pretty fast this time of year. And when it comes night time, you start to see bats around, especially if you have a lamp. Well, I don't know. Actually, the lamp doesn't actually probably matter, but it helps seeing them though. But before that I don't remember when I was last time I saw a bat in Finland. Well, I need my stuff back. I'll take here. But threatening to go here. Pin everything. Guess they should go here. Hello, Kiho. I'm not sure I should be taking that though. So let's bring the king a little closer. Maybe even go here to cover this and then take... Well, I can't take anywhere. I think I go here. C6, D7. Queen, king here. But that... Now he has to go here and I take the pawns. He has no time to do that because I have this move. And now there's no checks or anything. Yeah. That was decent. I'm happy that I saw the tactics though. He was really tricky. Alright. I would shout out Vesku too, but he doesn't really stream, I think, but he is a YouTuber though. He is a bit of a YouTuber though. I could shout out him in like a manual way though, right? Because I have his channel somewhere there. If I can actually paste it here. Because it's a bit your name, so I'm not sure you wanna. But if I have your permission, I can shout out your YouTube channel. It's in Finnish though, because so not many Finns in the chat though, so that's kind of a... It's okay if you want. Alright, here's Vesku. Terrible. Yep. He's a solid player though. Really solid player. What should we do against knight f6? Fine. Alright, so what's our dealio with the Nimzo? There's so many variations. You could almost play almost anything against the Nimzo. Almost anything. Wait, this is a little move too. So I'm gonna throw a3. This is the Shamish, I think. There's a funny thing that I think in a King's Indian Shamish variation is f3, but in a Nimzo it's a3. I think there's f3 line in both openings, but so how do we continue from here? The point is that the a3 does cause me to get a double pawn. Of course we got a bishop for it though. So, I don't know. I'll go outside the pawn chain with the bishop. And pin their knight. Good, bad, ugly. I have no clue. But that's what happens. This is often a bit of a Achilles heel here. Definitely could drop this pawn. Alright, so they're basically going for a setup that says, I don't care about your c-pawn. They could go for here, and at some point go here and win the pawn. We could awkwardly defend it, but this is probably smarter. I'm gonna castle. I have to castle anyways. Then think about the plans. E5 is coming. So, can't really push E4 myself because of G5, and I think we lose a pawn. Unless, and also he's playing so fast, I assume this is some kind of theory he knows, which is bad, because it's not theory I know. Unless we somehow could check. Not really even threatening E5 yet. Wonder if that's a thing. Because I think E5 is coming. E5 is coming. We could preemptively go away and then play E4. Let's preemptively get out of the fork. I guess, I don't know what. Well, also, yeah, well, it defends this. Not the preemptively out of fork thing didn't make any sense. I mean, technically it was, but I could do something else than E5 here. And don't worry about the fork, I guess. We could also maybe go here. Get rid of pair of knights. If G5, I'll take here with check. If he takes, I'll take. He goes there, I can take here. And the rook's hanging, so he has no time to go here. Wonder if this is smart. I wonder if this is smart. Guess we should calculate takes. I'll take. Of course he has to take this way or that way. Probably with the knight. We'll take here with something. I think I can get away with this. Well, it's a weird move, but I like it, so let's do it. Some of these moves I do, I instantly lose a piece. Because I miss something really simple. I could have pushed the e5 like I was planning to, but if I can get rid of this bishop, I'd be happy about it. Unless he somehow could like take, play g5 here. Okay, now I have to take here in between, because this is now attacked twice after he breaks the pin. So I'll chop. I guess he takes and then goes e4. The downside, of course, is that he also does kill his bishop. I'm a little worried that somehow I could move the knight away, go f5, f4 really fast. I have to do this, I think. No sacks, no in-betweeners. Not that I see, so I have to do this. I would have loved to like stick the bishop here or something before he does this. Not sure he is gonna actually do it, because the bishop is also pretty good looking. It's one of those moves that kill two bishops. bishops, but there should be an advantage somewhere, but only if I can make it open. Hi, Sir Noble. Your opponent played the best game he could have chosen, the Queen's Gambit. No, it was some kind of Nim. Oh, start. It's there and he wants to go there. Oh, boys. This is my go-to opening. No, hello, no. Yeah, it was some kind of a Samish Nimjo. Can transpose. Yeah, a lot of these d4 openings tend to transpose, like Queen's Indian, Nimjo, Queen's Gambit, etc. Oh, I don't want to take it. So if I go here, that's attacked. He has no time to... I mean, I guess he has time to play f5 because it defends that as well. Definitely don't want to take there though. So let's take there. I don't want to take there, so let's take there. F3. I'm gonna bank all my ponies on the light squares. The downside, I think, is that it might easily get locked down. I started chess on February this year, rapid 600 rapid and 800 blitz. So I want to ask one thing, brother. Alright, shoot. Can I play? Yeah, for sure, Miles. It's that exclamation tournament. If I would know how to spell tournament, it's really difficult. He's giving me even a tempo to play this one. So he really wants me to go there, right? It really locks things up though. Like if I push this and that, put all my ponies on the light squares. How do we get through? Also I have a weakness here, so I'm not sure I want to do it. So let's not do it. I'm gonna go not here. I don't know what I do. I have no idea. Bam. Okay, I'll go here. I'm not sure why. I learned only one opening, King's Indian Little, and with that I'm winning maximum games, so I kind of King Indian could go with white pieces too, or need to learn opening for white. Well, King's Indian attack is pretty good opening for white. Like you basically go the same setup. G3. I mean, maybe like a, not D4, sorry. D3, E4. But maybe like do your King's Indian setup there, play D3, maybe E4 if you allowed, or knight D2 here first. And there's kind of real dangerous looking setups where the knight somehow transforms that way and jumps to things, and white just pushes the pawns on that side. Everything in the face. Playing King's Indian, focus more on tactics than learn openings. Indeed. It's not exactly the same as King's Indian defense, but at least your opening setup is same, basically, almost there against anything. And King's Indian attack has like crazy score against me. Especially when I was playing the Sicilian. And well, on the white side it's called the attack. On the black side it's called the defense. Setup is kind of similar. We play D3, knight B, D2, fianchetto the bishop, put the knight here, just like you do on the black side. Play some break here in the center. Not sure. Well, I guess you can do those in the King's Indian attack too. There's a lot of ideas there. What did they do? Oh, they're thinking. That's good. When I'm thinking or explaining things. Things are exploding. Or I'm not sure they are exploding. I'd like them to explode. Maybe. Not sure whose benefit is things exploding. Not sure whose benefit it is what would be that things would explode. If I go here, he might be able to chop, make a passed pawn there. Oh shoot. I don't know. I'll go e4, even though I don't like it. Does that make sense? To be honest, I don't like my position, so I don't like any of the moves. It's definitely black's advantage. Definitely. Well, easy. One move. I mean, I guess we could have done some kind of move here. But I don't know. Not sure I want to commit to there. We can always make that move. We can always make that move. Alright. Well, come at me, bro. I shouldn't say that, come at me, bro. He will definitely be coming at me, bro. His attack is so easy, it's disgusting. I don't know, at some point I'm gonna chop there. Maybe at this point. Should we do a counter sack, or is that too early? I don't know. I'm gonna sack there for fun and profit. Alright, that was not ideal. I'm so lucky. I'm so freaking lucky. I'm completely positionally busted there. This is like a alpha bluff exchange sack, because what else? I want to mix things up. Ridiculous. Alright, Mr. Shah Bomba is there too. Miles. Shahoba. I can't say Polish words. Bombka in the end. That's enough. I don't know. I assume it's some kind of chess bomb or chess bomb or something. I'm about to get you some points. Go team. Thank you, thank you. VD. Alright, we get the Caro can't. All pawns, no hope. So what's our dealio? Exchange, advance, some of these thingies. I don't think I've ever really played the fantasy in my life, so let's go. This is the fantasy variation. I guess everybody follows that one dude who plays this. He doesn't need to be named here on the stream. Alright, d6 I don't really... I know it's a move, but... He opens up the queen, so it does introduce some ideas about take, check, take. So how would one usually deal with this? Of course you the normal stuff to deal with those are, well, first of all, don't move your stupid f pawn, idiot, because then you don't have to worry about any checks on h4. Who even moves f pawns? It's such a bad move. God damn it, it's such a bad move. This is some kind of like a, now I play e5. We are in the French, but I spend a tempo on the f3, so they spend a tempo there. But he tricked me into an f4 variation. I'm not that nuanced player. I don't know these things. At least we got the Caro player into the French. Which they often are kind of happy to go anyway, so. But also I'm in a kind of a uncomfortable version of the French. So it goes there first. I mean c3, f4 to get the knight here. I assume they're gonna do their normal stuff there. c5, knight c6, put everybody on the d4. Doesn't matter if I do c3. Knight c3. I don't want to do knight c3 though. Let's do c3. Knight c3. Go here. Guess I don't have time to go there. Probably. I don't know. It's probably okay. I don't like that when it gets pinned like that and I can't move the c pawn, but it was probably okay. Alright. He gets to trade the bad bishop, which we could chop off instantly. It was probably okay. I'm not really an expert in this opening at all. Not that I'm an expert in any openings, but maybe especially this one. Let's offer a queen trade. He can go sneak here if he wants to, but I don't know. Then I'll take here and it gets too messy. So probably no. And I don't mind trading. The problem is that when white makes this huge center, it's very hard to actually hold on to it sometimes. Very, very hard. Usually you need some kind of move here, and bishop here, and not lose b3 at the time. Okay, I'll go here, defend d5, d4. Try to hold on to the big center here. Not sure it matters too much anymore without the queens though. Takes. I was gonna take here maybe. b6. I guess makes sense. I'm gonna try to get the knight here or there. Not sure where it was going from this side. This is usually where I kind of I feel like a lot of my plans are just like figuring out how the knight moves. Trying to look at where they would be best suited. At least yeah, I feel like here it has some options to go either defend or go attack. And maybe it could be somehow useful here in the future and support some f5s. So we could go here. Not really threatening anything. He's saying that no queens were happy being in the center. We could point out that it's not endgame, yeah. Or we could say f7 is no longer defended after a king move. Guess they could move here and be fine. Who knows? I mean, I could also say that the king is pretty safe on the light square. And neither side has light squared bishop. I'm taking this square away, not sure why though, but my plan was to go here and take away, keep the bishop. And then, if allowed, I'd like to maybe go there. I understand that's probably now a bad idea. Oh, maybe we could g4 here. In between move. Didn't have this prepared. I admit my plan was not really, or I didn't calculate at all. It is very risky. g4 takes. Hits my rook, hits the knight. If I defend the knight, then this looks dangerous. Knight here, hits my rook. I could maybe take here and say that the knight can't really jump anywhere that threatens anything. That might work. It's risky. Let's try it. I mean, it could just completely fail here. It could just easily fail here. But if I get to him to make some move like this, I should be happy. Of course, we could have just taken here with somebody. And I don't know. Is that good? I ended up with a double here. Probably should end up with a double here in a way that they give up the knight though. Take twice here, take there. They have a bishop, they could take there. I guess that was playable. I don't think this in between check really does anything. This is somehow interesting. And then I could, oh. I did not consider that. Well, I'm gonna take the rook, I think. This does not look dangerous afterwards. And I wanna keep the A file. Have play here. This still doesn't look like a move. Now this I don't think threatens anything because I take and can just... Oh. Interesting. Only question is... Only question is... Guess I can't really take here. Trap the knight. I was gonna say is the knight trapped somehow, but can I think get away somehow here. Because this hits the rook. So knight takes, pawn takes. Knight is here. He has to go here. Hits my rook. I move the rook, I don't know, here. Take away this square. But then he has time to play a5. And yeah, let's take. Try some in between or just take. Let's take. Looks decent, actually. Not that I think black has big problems either, though. Pawns are even. We have an outpost here. They probably take, and I'll take with the king. And I don't know. Do we have enough play on them? A file? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe they have some weirdo breaks on f6. Or h5 since my rooks are not connected. So he's threatening this. And g5 looks so ugly. I guess we could go for this, but then he takes and gets to play on a h file. It's a bit limited because my knight is covering this and that. He could go here, pin my knight though. Oh, I'm gonna play the ugliest move I've seen. Because I want to actually have the knight there at some point. At least a possibility. Now this side got completely locked down. Which is probably not good. Should I play b4? So he has no time to play a5 or knight there. If he gets there first, then I can't play b4 because of this. Not sure this threatens either anything. Shoot. Shoot me in the head. I don't know. Let's go here and keep things honest here. At least we are covering two things. We're tying them down. Not my rook. Rook was doing nothing here, so might as well. This side is now hopeless. No break, no hope. No break, no hope. So feels like that's a bad idea. So I'm gonna be bit of a weirdo here. So I'm running a little low on time. I know this move comes with some risks. Some risks for sure. Alright, so opponent offers a draw. Of course we decline. Because why would we have accepted draw? Because the knight is gonna be a real pain there too. Sure. So b4 doesn't lead anywhere, I guess. Well, I'll do it anyways. Reach anywhere or not. I wanted to come cover this, so there's no knight jump. He should go there and there. I'll go here. And maybe... oh. I did not think this through. Well, gives me some pawn break possibilities here and there though. But do I lose the thingies here though? My opponent just wants a... I think we'll take a draw. And one pawn break left here. Is that enough? I can't tell. And is he going there? I suppose that is the question. Well, I have a pawn break there, but he can just take and defend, I think. So I was kind of looking at some chances that I could sack that and play here. I don't think that works, so I'm gonna play here, sadly. Oh well. We need to do some kind of Magnus grind. Channel some inner magic here to win this game, I think. Some big time Magnus energy. I don't know, somehow like try to threaten to go c5. I don't know how that would threaten anything. Ooh, fancy. Fancy mancy. Oh, we could turn on some music. Oh. Now I have this possibility and he doesn't have time to get here. Sack a pawn to get in. And I don't think he gets in here though. I mean, I guess he could try to get somehow like... Not sure that does anything. So I'll take that. And on this guy. Alright, he could have definitely, like rook here, I would have been keeping the piece for sure earlier. Five-second increment. So I'll go get that guy. Take that guy. Take that guy. Is this enough? We have an H-pawn. His king is a bit far away from the world. I'm gonna give you a check. Give you a check. Then I'm gonna go here. Question mark. I clicked to need to calculate that though. Here takes, king here, there. I think that's a draw. I have to run there. Not sure. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I mean, I assume this is still maybe a draw. But I think in that line, if I try there, he can sack this to win the e-pawn and then still be time to catch the h-pawn. It's too far away. Maybe. I've made a lot of mistakes lately, so who knows. He is kind of on my f-pawn though. It's a bit sad. But I think I can still get out of checks while defending this and win this and try to win that endgame. Well, apparently not. I did not see that move. God damn it. Disgusting. Well, then it's a complete draw. Well, I don't know how to win this now. Ah! Yeah, it's not good. It's almost threefold repetition. I have no single idea here. It's almost threefold. I don't know. We could try to lose this, I suppose. We could try to lose this somehow. Fine. I have no idea as to how to win this. And it's a draw. He played well, so deserve a draw. Wonder if it's like a winnable at any point here, so I'm not gonna feel sad if it was not. Yeah, computer says zeros all the time. So even though he messed up here, didn't matter at all. Oh, somehow h4 wins. How can I know that h4 wins? Rook c8, king c3. How does this win? Like asking for a friend. How does this win? How does this win? See, in some kind of zugzwang here. And how? c5 here, here. How does this win? Suppose maybe. I still don't believe it though. I mean, I understand that if he moves the rook, I might have some g6 takes e6 chances, but like, let's say he just waits around there or goes there. King goes in. Fine, that's too deep for me. I'll give up. Whatever. I saw an idea that wins opponent. That's wrong. Horrible. Markusik. I'm not gonna berserk anybody, even though I'm playing a 1000 rated player. Except Plextalty. Let's try to be respectful. Even though it's probably not the most ideal team strategy-wise, not to get the free points. This is probably just giving a free c6 move. Is that gonna be a useful? I mean, I don't know, maybe. Also, this bishop now is completely locked out of the game. You don't have a pawn breaks because the knight is breaking this, blocking the c pawn. I mean, eventually you might be able to like move the knight and put the bishop somewhere c2, but it's a lot of moves, very clumsy. So I keep developing here. We could also keep chasing these guys around, but let's not. I'm just gonna develop. Meanwhile, bishop e6. I mean, I guess if he does a check, I might have to go back. This is a little more aggressive, maybe going for stuff. Now that has the downside that it really locks this guy up here. Now he has no hope at all. White should have just castled and move the knight away and then eventually try to get the bishop to c3 and say it's useful here. Of course, they messed up in a way that their development is really awkward, but now we are up a piece, threatening a horrible check. I mean, it's not really a horrible check. It's an awkward check because you can't block it with a pawn without losing a pawn. I think knight block was still fine though. Even though it led to more trades again. I don't know. I'll go here, I'll go here. Take both. I guess that was not really intended as a big trap, but it did work out fine. It is tempting to attack the knight, so it is kind of understandable. There's very little chances of stalemate there. They can promote, of course, but that would be checkmate actually if this was not a check. Unlucky. Pre-move. Queen A1 checkmate. Not pre-move, sad. Yeah. Think pinning the knights is so tempting, or just giving a check with the bishops. A lot of new players tend to do those too much without thinking the future of the bishop. Like sometimes you give your opponent a lot of pawn moves for free. Sometimes your bishop gets awkward, like in that game, where it's just like hitting a pawn chain without any pawn break possibilities of freeing the bishop. It was not completely dead. There was hope in the future, but you should always, if you move the piece, think about what's the future. Like, if you're gonna give a bishop, you're gonna pin the knight or give a bishop check in the opening, that if your opponent can block with the pawn, then it's like, most of the time it's a bad idea. Why does Visny ask us? Guess this is Blixtelti's team. Being a Lithuanian player. Alright, let's go with the C6 line. I don't know. Let's see if he knows the line. Alright, so he did not. C4 is the kind of like a if white knows what they're doing kind of situation. This is the now the point comes that we are never ever gonna take this. Ever, never, ever. And the bishop is kind of stupid and the knight is kind of stupid behind the c pawn. But you can do c4, sack the pawn, because you have this funny c5 move there. And if queen takes... what am I talking about? Well, something else of the game, if I remember. Probably don't remember. So question, where does my things belong? Let's go d5. Bring this guy out. e6. Bishop d6. Well, let's take a break with the bishop out, because there is still possibility I could do c5. c4, I mean. Now he's really killing this guy though. Really killing it. Still a possibility though. I'm regretting that I didn't stick the knight there while I could have. I was thinking it, but I have to admit I'm not taking this seriously as I should. So now this is an actual threat. Can't take here because of it just happens. I'll go here. Sad. The good part is that this guy is still there. But he's saying that that's temporary. He's saying that is very temporary. Yeah, it's not as good as I thought it would be. Very sad. I don't know, I'll go here. Let's free the bishop even further. I'm completely outplaying myself. Horrible. Horrible. Alright. He does gonna kill all his counterplay on that side. I don't know, I'm gonna keep the queen here for no reason at all. Alright, this I think they should not have done. They should have taken and gone here. Or here. It's now time to play f5 and then I can take this way and this guy is gonna be mummified forever. It's never ever gonna get into play. Unless you somehow like make it your life target to win the a5. Yeah, plausible. I think I guess we could think about taking this way. Stick the knight there. Nah, I'll take this way. My queen is a little funky. Definitely don't want to be there. Would love to be somewhere like here to be swimming around. I think I'll go now. Their knight could dream of going somewhere. We could also... Alright, he's targeting there. Maybe the bishop has a future. Good for you. I'll just double on... Or not double, but do a rook clip there. And while you win that one, I try to win the game. Not sure I can, because the pieces are a bit awkwardly placed. Also, I'm kind of tempted to play this, but then I'm gonna just make this even greater. Even greater. We can at some point, like if the bishop goes here, pawn goes forward, pawn, we can stick the knight, the rook there. Or should I use the knight there? Wonder which one is the more useful in this attack. Let's say the rook's useless. We want the knight somehow. I don't know where. Also maybe love the bishop somewhere. Not sure. Ooh la la. Do we want that? Nah. Yeah, I played out horribly there. I have played this horribly. So nobody goes there. But I don't know how to actually improve from here. Now he even gets the freaking bishop out. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Uh-huh. I don't know. Let's pretend the knight is going somewhere. Let me pretend the knight is going somewhere. I'm really afraid of one thing though. One thing. I'm really afraid of one thing. One thing. Maybe we can hold. Also, it's a horrible idea to put the stinking thing there. This kind of goes into a fork, but guess we are kind of going into a fork still. I'm thinking of going doubling back on here. Ooh. This has been a horrible game, really horrible game. I might win this on time because my opponent berserked, but that's about it. That's about it. Well, not my proudest moment, but I'll take it. Once it has entered the team. Miles got us some points. Merc is playing. We played him already, right? Markusik. They played the Frenchy French. Let's give him the Frenchy French. Let's go with the Monte Carlo. Exchange with c4. Alright, that usually is pretty nice for a white that we get the bishop out with tempo. Alright, so both sides have a kind of dodgy pawns, but I think this is dodgier than my pawn. Let's get castled. Rook e1, hit this guy, and then I don't know what. But something. Is the current camera a bit higher? Guess that didn't work at all. I guess I have to turn my monitor. Camera is saying no. Oh, my opponent did move. Hit the pawn. Also there then d5. Might be the best way. Actually not even care about the pawn. Alrighty, can't really play here because knight. Well, I guess I can because knight is pinned. Question is if knight c3 is fine enough. I'll just go back here. Not play around. The point is at some point he could take here, and I can't take with the queen because of the pins here. Alright. That's a good spicy move. Good spicy move. He really wants that pawn. That is fine by me. He is actually again threatening to take. Bang, wins the queen. Which would be a little unpleasant. I could go here. But I don't know if I wanna. Well, guess we do wanna. I was gonna say I don't know if I wanna raid my defensive knight. Because the king is then completely alone. I mean, guess he can't really go there. I'm really stupid today, to be honest. I'm really stupid today. I have been, well, we are kind of stupid every day, but today we are really, really stupid. I want to play b4 if he goes here. Lock the knight to a3. c6. Again, I think I can't take because I guess my queen is defended twice, so I probably can. But I still think I'll probably throw in some kind of a squeezeroni here. Fix the back rank a little bit. This guy is completely defenseless. So let's keep an eye on there, eye on there. Knight is trying to get back into the game, which is a good idea. Risky, because we line up things with the dark squared bishop. He's tempting me to take. I say no. Because I don't want to let them have the lone dark squared bishop on the board. Alright, he's saying that I don't care if you give a discovered check. I mean, technically, yeah, it's not that dangerous, is it? Where would we even do it? Let's discover here. It has to probably go there. Guess we could take here, give a check here. Knight here. Suppose that's fine. Even have a back rank covered, so I think if this happens, I can take the knight and not die, which is usually very handy if you don't die. Backwards knight moves are sometimes difficult to see. I don't know if I'm being instructive or condescending. Probably both. Well, not sure about the instructive part. Gonna squeeze the squeezeroni. I think he's instruct ascending indeed. Should have probably gone for knight mate. But that is a bit mean, I think. Alright, this guy is crushing everybody. Bad. It's not this guy though. Let's go d4. I want to do a torre today. I haven't done a proper torre. I guess that says no. I try to still get to something. He's really saying no turret today, sir. Guess this is some kind of a until London setup. It also works versus the turret. Fine. It's that this side, the bishop can't go anywhere. I don't know, is this a good square, but let's go there anyhow. This is definitely not a good square for the knight, but let's go there anyways. This bishop is kind of questionable now. I suppose we can maybe get away with this. Put the bishop somewhere sad around here. Tension between the bishops. Stay there. We don't need you in the game, sir. I think I'll do just a simple defense. Then how do we go from here? The knight is still awkward. Very awkward, man. Maybe I'll go here. Weird. There. I don't think I can take the bishop, so I take the knight if they take. Is the h-pawn double the h-pawn good? Probably not. I'm playing like an idiot. But on the other hand, I hope the bishop is not good. Some chances that he could make it good though. At some point, throwing e6. Let's get ready to e4 it if e6 it. Bang. Bang. In. I suppose that's a thingamabob. Well, let's go. Bang it through. If takes, takes. And we are always threatening to take here by hitting the queen, so he has no time to move the knight somewhere and hit this twice. That doesn't really win anything, but it does get me this guy here, which I am hoping it's gonna turn out good. Now if we could somehow get rid of this guy here and get to the dark squares, bing bang, and get the knight there, would be gold jerry. And the knight though, I guess the bishop could somehow like get into the play here, there. Alright, he's saying something about the knight being pretty good there too. Not completely wrong. How about that, is he? Yeah, probably not. Got probably a little too excited about things. Let's go there anyways. Good evening, Richie Rich. How's England? Still an island? Still an island. He goes there. I go here, maybe queen here. Gets rid of my knight. And then he has a fork here. I really wanted to go here and say checkmate. I guess we could go here and go here and defend the knight. It's a bit more shit, but you take what you can. I had something crazy happen earlier. Had an exact transposition into a trap I found in Monte Carlo, French 2 months ago after 60 moves. What are the odds of that? I mean, it's 50-50, right? Either it happens or doesn't. So if I go here, mate threat, he has to do h5, right? Unless he somehow can play king h7, g7 I mean. That will be absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Here, takes. I have nothing there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If I go there, he goes back or, I don't know, blocks me. Like the king is completely stuck there, but like I go here, threaten this. That doesn't really work either, though. Yeah. I see maybe an idea, though. It might be a shittiest idea I've had all week. But queen h4, king g7, rook e7. If takes, then I win the queen. Is that gonna be anything, though? I don't know. I like ideas, so let's go. Hello, Mr. Coffee. I see there is knight f5. Fuck. I'll take go there. Oh, fuck my life. Ay. I'm disgusted here. Rook e7, knight there. Still can go here. No, I can't, because then he can take here and that is defended. So if I take there, he takes there, my rook's hanging. Might be threatening something like that. I'll double the rooks here. And what? It's very interesting though, but don't think it works. It's closed working though. Yeah, I don't want to. What you might do it. It doesn't really work, but whatever. I am already pot committed to dying here. Already, I guess we are on this guy too. Oh, I can maybe take here and there. But do I get trapped though? Might get trapped though. No, not yet. I didn't see it that I'm on the bishop though. The bishop is completely irrelevant. The knight is good. The bishop is shit though. I guess we could throw in some check here. Some check here. Then take the bishop. If this happens. Alright, are we threatening anything? That's the question, I suppose. I mean, we are threatening the bishop. So that's better than nothing. He says no. And now if I go hereabouts, so covers that square, that might be relevant, because I had some ideas on the rook here. Doggamit. In a line like here, 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 rook here, takes check, king here, and somehow g5 would be, g4 would be mate. It's not, but somehow I said. Whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. So here you could go here, get a perp maybe. Get a perp maybe. It is disgusting, I know. But do I have anything better though? Because here I don't see anything anymore. There. It's my rook, which is a problem. If I had time to play f4, takes my rook, or g4 takes my rook, h f4, g5, it's not even a mate. It is very close to a mate though. I thought so long that I might go for a perp here, but I feel ashamed if I do. Because I feel like there is a mate somewhere or something. Fuck. Fuckity fuck. Let's give it a check and see. Maybe I see something in the meanwhile. I feel like a crapola. What an idiot though. Mein Gott, it's noblerone and the hooligans. I don't think I have any funny business here. It's just whatever. Now I'm gonna hate myself when I see there's a mate somewhere. No, there is no mate here. Oh, at least that is true. That's good, bad. Queen c1. Okay, I don't understand that. Whatever. King g7. Black is better. I don't. Here I had the idea that we go here and here with the queen. If he does this, I was gonna take, maybe take, I don't know, and he can't trap my queen because of this, or probably this is better. I don't know actually, maybe not. Probably either way. Yo, Richie would have lost this because he could not take the. I know Richie would have lost this game. He would never ever take the perp, right? He would just not take the perp. He'd try something, and well, maybe he would win. But probably objectively it's lost if I don't. Apparently this is also a mistake and there is something here. Knight takes h7. Defense there. I'm not exactly sure how this works though. Not exactly sure how this works. Like if knight here, check, take, And if you take, you lose the queen. No, you're right. I would probably have lost declining the perp. Yeah. I mean, actually hurt my soul to take the perp there. But there is nothing there. Okay, here there is something here, but this was not on my radar at all. So this, I suppose, same thing happens. Or worse. Probably get checkmated. Mated. In our quest to win, we are willing to make the position worse and worse. Pretty mate. Yeah. So how are we doing? I don't think we are gonna get promoted this week. We would have need the Blixt. He's playing in the other team. Traitor. Wahitov Dimitri. Suffer? Let's suffer. Sicilian. Let's suffer really a lot. D6. Suffer really a lot and play the Najdorf. Suppose we could throw knight f6 first before we play a6. I don't want to suffer that much though. Do I? Well, you'll live and learn. I don't know Najdorf at all. This is such a bad idea. There was queen takes queen. We don't see those. F3. So that's a think general. I guess it also indicates maybe wanna go g4, but maybe bishop e3 where you don't want the repetition line. Usually you play bishop e3, and if the opponent takes the rep, then you play f3 if you don't want it. Still kind of hinting that if g6 dragon is still on the cards. Fuck! That was a mouse slip. Fuck. That was a mouse slip. I didn't want to play b6. Dog damn it. That was... What's happening with my mouse? It's very slippery. e5. What the hell, man? Should I plug in my mouse? Sometimes it just halts when it's running out of battery or something. I haven't plugged it in a while. You said you wanted to suffer. Here you are. Yeah, I suppose. Okay. Bishop e6 is usually the thing we do after e5, but I'm not sure I've ever seen e5, bishop e6 with b6 included. Alright, let's take though. I mean, maybe this turns out fine if it goes there, we take, put the knight there. It's like almost a good Benoni or Sveshnikov or something. Sure, you'll mouse flip your way to a win. Yeah. I was gonna go for actual kind of like a hedgehog, but then I flipped the other one, e5. This looks like something I've had against Mr. Ricci and the Sveshnikov. Actually looks like something we have had. So if I can do this at some point, maybe we wanna... Not sure I wanna go there and take go here and make things weird. I mean, either I go there or take. G6 looks really wrong. There is also check. Check. G3. Queen H3. Queen here. Bait G3. I don't know if that's smart. So they could play bishop here. Doesn't bait anything. I somehow just don't want the queen there for free. Not sure this makes sense, but I'm gonna go back. Open the H file if allowed. Half expecting him to appear in the next CES Pro video. Speaking of novelties, I got obliterated by an NM earlier. Queen D2, Bishop G5, Najdorf. Before I knew it, I had 2 pieces hanging and I was dead lost, both poisoned. Okay, this looks logical. Now they're definitely logical after I played the bishop here and can't fianchetto either. Also, probably it's kind of handy to have the bishop here, kind of covering these squares a little better. Could try to force him to go somewhere and then stick the knight there, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of regretting not taking, because then if I castle, then it's a lot more awkward taking that way. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. F5. Takes. Weird. Blocking the bishop behind f-pawn. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it. Anyways, I have to somehow stop f5 from them. Either I take or take here. This looks so wrong. Idea, of course, we'd love to maybe play this and that. Not sure I want to play that setup anyways. Like the pawns here and here with the bishop behind them. I'd rather trade the bishops and get that in. I don't know. Now I lost the tempo here. God damn it. God damn it. Who? Me or you? Which one is appearing in the next CES Pro video? That guy who played Queen D2 Najdorf. I haven't really watched those guys do anything in a while, so. Alright, I'm getting this guy out of the way. I was just kidding, he just got me in cold. Surprisingly dangerous line. Is that just some CES Pro with line? I haven't really watched them do anything in a year or two. Probably like 2 years at least. They used to be huge. Stream all the time, but I don't know. I don't really watch anybody who actually is a big streamer. Only the smallest of the small potatoes. Alright. I think I'm gonna play a5 in a way that I wanna put the knight there. I don't wanna get kicked instantly. If a3, I might even stick that guy there. Fuck. I didn't want this to happen. God damn it. I did not want that to happen. Oh, god damn it. Wonder if I die if I go here. Allow this take. Fuck. Horrible. Yeah, I probably die, right? I probably die, right? I mean, I have to take. I can't not take. I could, I guess, go there. But then this is a check. Check. I don't know. Yeah, we're dead. We are completely dead here. Fudge. Fudge my life. I don't know, maybe king here was better. Seemed a little more sturdy, but what can you do? I expect to lose the d6 here. I mean, technically we could probably go for this guy here. Oh well, oh well, oh well. I don't know. Defend this. You. Here, probably there. Or probably not, but what can you do? How to take on f4 and play knight e5? Yeah, probably. Knight c5 maybe. Or here I should play something like knight here. Well, I'm gonna try to confuse the issues here, but don't think it's gonna work out. Yeah, I know. I should not have allowed them to get the pawn too far. I should have just taken there, I think, and done something else. Could have done the f4 there. I don't think I could have done f4 though. Or f5, I mean. Yeah. I don't. I should probably just take here and be happy about that one though. All right. Not sure what's their dealio, so I'm gonna take here. His idea is probably some kind of takes, and I can't take back because of this. Which makes sense, bro. I don't know. Bad moves. Only bad moves allowed. It is completely gone though. Can I have this? I'm down only a pawn. Down only a pawn. Yeah, that is good, I think. So if I take, he takes. It's a bit of fish kebab there kind of situation. Threatening to go here and kill me. Hello, Mursu. Hope you had a better time than I did. Hope you had a better time than I did. I could go here, but I'm a little worried about this running through. It is pretty fast, boy. I don't know. We'll try something here, but not big high hopes here, though. No high hopes around here. We stay in the division. At least we have that. Oh, fuck my life. Ay, 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 ay. That's the rook f1. Ay, 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 and then he has that. Disgusting. Disgusting. You. You. Doesn't work, but let's see if we can confuse him. I doubt it though. Thank you for the follow, Tidal Hunter. Throw in few spike checks because I'm pissed off. Fine. Plus 23, sure. I'll pause 3 minutes in the game. What's the point? Sus. He's one of those that were old account suddenly comes here and crushes the tournament kind of situation. But you never know. Where is Sus playing? Alright, let's look at the Mursu game. There's still a few minutes though in the tournament, but I don't think we're gonna be able to catch drops at that much. I don't know, maybe we could if they get all other points. I doubt it though. We're still in 12 points ahead of these guys. And then these guys also would need to get ahead of us. So it's pretty safe. Blix was playing for some other team. Yep. He played for the Lithuanian team. He doesn't like to play the tournament. He finds it a little too suspicious. Which I don't hold against him. Could me make this a little bigger somehow. Too many strange accounts. I mean, in general, I think if you want to have a better time on leeches, you have to play the pool. Tournaments have always been a little more suspicious in general. People like to, if they cheat, they want to see their name in the standings at the top. So tournaments have been an extra intensive incentive to cheat often. If you really want to find a lot of sus players, play the tournaments. Pools are a little better. Alright, Mursu is black. Alright, we find some kind of a Frankenstein Dracula variation. There the Frankenstein goes, or is this the guy, the Dracula? Defense. How does this even go? Like, there is the... No. Is this the normal way? Mursu stopped me from promoting. Bad Mursu. Alright, so, well, this is not against the Blixtal. Chop. Where is the line that actually goes like where they go? Oh, don't do that, then you get made it, but like G6 here, here, no, I don't remember how it goes. Where the queen goes, jumps around like crazy though. I can't remember how it goes, like maybe takes there, 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 there. Ah, that's also mate if you take back. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, I don't remember this nonsense anyways. Maybe it's the different, that it's not the Vienna Frankenstein I'm remembering. It's the proper Frankenstein. Defense, that G7 gets castled. Seems pretty good now. Gets a queen, then pawn the queen. I was looking this. Huge compensation for E5 pawn. Yeah, but they also sack their pawn, so white doesn't even have anything up. I thought maybe Mursu will take a check. How does white block? They only have an awkward block though. Of course we weaken this a little bit, but it's defended. But the blocks are really awkward though. Now you can't castle because of the... No, it ended. We're just looking at the games now. Maybe king d1. I mean, yeah, but then you have a king d1. Do you really want a king d1? I see there's a game Simon Bibi has played this way against Alikok. Are these made up names? Bibi versus Alikok? Probably made up names, right? I took a walk. Nice. Okay. This is a bit awkward, Bishop. How do we get this guy out? I shouldn't have lost twice to 2100s. They are dangerous. Can't go there now. They want to keep the bishop. I guess c6 and we get the bishop though. Right? We do lock. It's a bit awkward though. Dimitri guy. Bit noblerone too. I'm addicted to coffee. I'm alcohol free. I'm kind of alcohol free. Not sure I'm too addicted to coffee though. I do need my two cups a morning. All right. Mursu has achieved everything. Our knight is kind of in the game and the bishop is out. Queen is of course a little awkward because they get the e file at least. Ding 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 ding. That is defended. Knight is jumping somewhere. So white has a pretty decent looking game though. Mursu really is blocking this guy though. And the knight was not doing much here. White can't play knight b5. Probably could. Maybe now. And we take here with somebody, right? I guess you could take maybe here in between though. And I think we are fine. Probably knight the in-betweener saves the day. Guess takes doesn't lose a piece. Rook might get sidelined there, but quite badly to be honest. Hooray. White is attacking. Chop. Killed a very aggressive knight. Now at least e file is blocked. Of course the pawns are coming. This is hit. Where do we go? I mean, I guess we only have one square. Oh, we had two squares. Yeah, that's also a better one because that's prospects from here. Whereas here it did nothing. I'm blind today. Yeah, true. Yeah, we can't now go here because, well, I don't know. Maybe it's not so bad. Or maybe we could even somehow like take, you know, guess that's pinned. I moved the king here and thought, oh, we could take it now somehow, but it was pinned. Yeah. Well, chop chop knight e7. Then there is no knights there. Not that it was maybe so dangerous. Hello, evil god. How's it going? Too good of a piece. Sorry, I don't think I do. Bishop pair. This guy at least is a bit limited. Also c3 limits it more. Guess he wants to bishop this guy out somehow. Nogis has won many games with knights. Yeah, but that's only because I'm like a blitzed player. Blitz player. All tricks, no skills. Do I have to go knight f8? Still defending. And the old saying is that you never get checkmated with the knight on f8. That is always true. Morso proves it again. He's really crushing through though. Morso hits his pawns. Says the queen is a bit overloaded. They don't even have a move here because we take the other knight bishop. E6 looked strong. Sacking b2. I guess it's kind of true because we can't really take either way. I mean, we can take once this way. I suppose we could take here with the queen. Knight takes allows the check and the pawn takes drops the knight. Maybe queen somehow survives, maybe. They have some kind of move here, but where? Check. Of course, queen here is ridiculous. Queen d3, possible too. But the bad part is that, well, good part is that they are not really threatening anything. Unless this is some kind of threat if we go here. I don't know. We're probably fine here. Running around. Maybe. I don't know. Bishops are scary. Maybe we could go here. Morso has knights. Knights are good. Maybe. But e6 might have been interesting. Alright, so this is overloaded, is the point. And we wanna maybe play f6 or d6 and cement the knight here. Like now. f6. Blocks this in the place and then this is also blocked. Queen is a bit trapped there, but probably not gonna die. Guess black is okay now. Should be probably, yeah. Unless the queen can somehow do something crazy here, but I don't know. Probably not. Or maybe it's go harass the rooks here. Actually, that might be the most annoying. Well, definitely should be good now. And also, yeah, Mursuo does threaten this stuff if the queen goes taking anything here. The rook here. 3-3, c6. Yeah, probably. Now this is a threat. Oh, wait. That's 34. No, this is c6. Oh, 33. Okay, that is 33. Fine. Yeah, I suppose so. The white should probably do something about the knight though. I think we can just like, if this happens, we can move the rook and be fine. Don't have to worry about because we have this thing here. Well, it's a bit ugly. We're not really getting here. It does stop this and that. I mean, I guess it's a move. Or maybe we could do this too. Probably not. This is a check. Knight controls this. But I think like after something like this, it might be a... Guess we're fine. I don't know. It's very hard to say. It's a weird position. Oh, queen c5 again. Yeah, maybe. Oh, we don't have queen c5 now, though. Fine. That could be fine but ugly. Mursu doesn't like it. Mursu did get this way. The queen faster in, gets to trade. And I suppose now we have a very solid setup if like d6. Now we just have to somehow figure out how this guy gets into the game. White could go after a pawn, and they do. Counterattack. White should try for b4. Yeah, they should try something. I don't know, probably should take now here and let this guy go. I don't know, stick the bishop somewhere far away. Guess that's kind of fine too, maybe. Trying to hold the knight. But the other one is coming though. White can maybe spam here and go back. Try to harass this guy that way. Oh, also, I guess king f3. Can you look at b4 instead of rook takes a7? Knight b3. Oh, I missed that too. But this also looks fine though. But yeah, maybe this is better. Larger pawns. Yeah, this just wins another pawn. My mistake. Not forgiven. We try for perfection here in Nuggeteers. No mistakes allowed. Or I'm the only one who is allowed to make mistakes. Doesn't this now also... I guess he has this to get out of the skewer. I was thinking that the king can't cover the bishops anymore. But this, I guess, is fine. 3xk is again late. 3xk is again late. Horrible. I don't know, maybe this was better in a way that like we get rid of the light squared bishop that can actually go in these holes. Then, oh. G4, C4. Yeah, G4, C4, yeah. Don't have to go back defending. How it went? I think we stayed up. I haven't checked. Yeah, we stayed up. Thanks to Merck mostly. The bishop is a bit annoying, but I think like I would at least be annoying in the way that I would just go annoy this rook and then go somewhere back and keep attacking this in a way. Guess that's also dropping there, and there's checks, and also can probably try stuff. C6. Ooh, can we take this and win it? If you go forward, I was thinking king here. Probably also doable. All right, so this is a weird position though. Knights. All right, this happens. Oh, that happens. It's worse. I save. Oh yeah, the knight was covering the rook d7. Think you could also take and go here. Or can you? Rook, knight, the king is a bit annoying and the pawn is a bit annoying. So maybe keeping the knight is better. Go for this one. Yeah, much better. Do we keep all the pawns? Yeah. How are you gonna stop this? This like from if you know the game of life. With those weird blobs that move on themselves. Like feels like it's gonna go through in a way like in a thing this kind of move thing constructs move in the game of life. Some kind of a I don't know what those were called. Things that move on their own. Opponent says enough. There's in the kind oh yeah, Conway's game of life. Oh, nice game though. It's looked very hard though. Looked very hard though. Like this is so weird. That was probably a mistake from white to allow that, but no, white probably made mistakes earlier. Typical sus game. Horrible. Everything is sus nowadays. Alright, anybody else with the game? I don't think I saw any links except Murso. Can I show you my transposition game? Sure. We like opening traps, I suppose. Was that the opening trap, the transposition game? Owens got there first too. I'm gonna check Owens first because Mursu we already looked one Mursu game. Yeah. Let's look at this view. Owens black. Opponent goes e4. Owens goes c6, Caro-Kann. And what do we get? The exchange. Horrible. I do like exchange on both sides though. I find this very pleasant to play both sides. Like you get really defined structure and everything. I guess you could make it weird with Panov though. Then it's not very defined at all. But this is some kind of like proper exchange. Silence drawer. But you can grind it if you like Magnus Carlsen. Okay, that's a... I guess it's fine, but it seems like a... Oh, you give her like a free pin here for white or black. Then they play e6. So I think this is a bit soft from white side. And I think I just should jump there. Because now they again have the option of playing h3 and go for this. Exchange Karas white. How do you get them complicated though? Especially in the G6 F bishop. Yeah, I think that's fine. Here we could go for that. I think, right? It's a bit weird white one. Yeah, here I think we could get there. Hello, knight b3. Oh, no. That is too kind. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, sir. But yeah, this is pretty fine. Fun line too. Lots of bits. Yeah. Thank you. Knight b3 is too kind. Where's my knight b3 icon? It is there somewhere. Alright, knight goes there. Bishop gets blocked. They could go for here at some point. Bishop d6 is good though. I think white should have also again done this. Because that's their bad bishop, and if they don't do it, then it's gonna be usually a bad times, I think. At least it kind of prevents the minority attack thingy. And then we should just like bang. Ooh. Thank you, Pauli. Appreciate it too. Thank you. Now we have this bishop. Not even a pin though. Like I feel like this is a mistake from white. Paul is a money man. Well, now I have his monies. I think I'm gonna buy myself a candy cane with that. The minority attack is quite hard to stop. Yep. So white gets there. I think they would just want to go here and then go attacking. Wonder if this is like the right moment. Oh, white castled. Feel like at some point we should probably chop them. Knight once. So the bishop doesn't... I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's fine here. Hard to tell. Oh, thank you, Mursu, for this gifting Paulia subscription. Wonder what Mr. Machine says here. I'm kind of curious. No, it just would go here and say that you can't go here because we are covering this 3 times. That makes a lot of sense. And if h3, even then it doesn't take, it just goes. I guess when we could go for a trade here too. And then, yeah, this seems like a bad deal. horrible times. And thank you, Owens, for the bits too. Everybody's way too kind. Well, let's turn off the engine. But these are the moments that I'm kind of always curious about. Alright, they go there, but that's a... Oh, sorry. What am I talking about? That was my line. Castles 95, and now they can go here and... Bishop is hit. It's still fine, I think. But gets a bit awkward now with the knight cemented there. So I wonder if we were supposed to take at some point anyways. No, sorry, of course not. Like I said, we should stop the knight jumping there. If we can. And this is a bit awkward because then you can't really support the knight jump in any other way. After queen c7. Unless you do some kind of queen here and rook here. And then you don't have your knight e5 play, then you have a hard time getting with anything. Thanks for the bits, knight. Appreciate it for popping in. And you have a good day. Yeah, this feels like one of those, I mean, maybe Colle or something or London or whatever, where the knight jumps there. Or I don't know, maybe even the stone wall. The bishop is kind of here, but then again, bang, 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 and can white use the h file now? f5 scary too. Maybe, yeah. I'm more worried about some kind of a g4, just lifting there and there. All right, they take that way, which I find a little weird though. I don't know, I would have taken with the bishop. Because the knight was such a annoying beast there. Looking at them everywhere. Of course the bishop is kind of looking here, but still. I don't know, I would have taken with the bishop probably. Okay, I guess their point is that we have another knight there. Fine, I agree. They have another knight. Right, so the problem here is that black counterplay is so slow. We're not even close to getting our minority attack, and white is attacking kind of strongly. Can't block a knight there. And also I think this is kind of also going into a wrong square. Doesn't even support that. I'd probably rather play knight g5 than knight e5. Well, maybe. I don't know. I like knight e5. Even when it's good or bad. Not sure, yeah, like not sure I would just like support anything. I guess it could somehow take there, maybe. Not sure we get there though, but maybe here. Some sacks, maybe. But I think in this, like, tends to go here in a, even in a, what's it called, the Dutch, like all the attacking things always. Stick the knight to e5. And then gonna do stuff here on the side. Oh, my moves look ugly. I mean, I'd take ugly over bad like my moves today. Yeah, this is really annoying because the knight is there, all our pieces are looking there, but taking here looks even worse because takes and then even f-file is gonna look ugly for us. So this is usually where things are really against us. I don't know. I might start to think about sacking there. I'd have avoided all this with bishop g5 earlier. This, but I think mostly like could have done this here in this time. It's basically a kind of like a queen's gambit in reverse, wherein often the bishop is here and they get the pawn knight jump there with some kind of a rook here and then discovery here, so black has to take and queen takes and then everybody supports that, and guess black have no hurry to castle. Yeah, I guess you could also delay castles. Because I thought there, I find it really hard to support this. Like this is in the reverse colors in the queen's gambit, you somehow get this in, but even here it doesn't make sense because this is pinned and you don't get there. Knight g5 did work because of bishop g6. Ooh. So only move to survive for black is knight e7. Oh, you're talking later. But after this and there, he's hitting our bishop. Can't take with the knight now because of this, and I don't know. This maybe you could still get there. Bishop f5 maybe. Yeah, that also. I get this kind of structure. It's probably not the end of the things. White can't really get there, and but I think this is in general really hard. Maybe at some point like some kind of knight jumps there, but even that can be properly kicked away with h3, g4 stuff. Hard for white to deal with knight e4 for black without stopping his own initiative there. Yeah. Bishop f5 I like. It's a good idea at least. And the queen is also kind of maybe awkward on e1 now. But usually the queen is somewhere like here and the rook comes there to try to support this jump here, and well, in most cases we don't even have the bishop, so we don't really have a so great square. I think here it was since they locked the bishop in, it was a special case where we could have really held on to e5 and not let white even jump ever there. Usually these guys get somehow traded at some point earlier. And then, I don't know, rook e1 and then they're trying to jump there. Yeah, let's see. How did the game go? I wonder if here it's best to try to sack that thing. Because this is so dangerous plan. So dangerous. I don't know how we get out of this anymore. Rook e8, king f8. So, okay, let's see. We don't have to instantly do king f8, but let's say, just in case, do that. Like maybe you're right and it's not super dangerous, question mark. I don't know. It is probably kind of dangerous. Awkward anyways. Knight, oh, you say that like we could do something here and there. Yeah, maybe. Unless something happens there, I was gonna say. Same thing. Maybe not. Rook h7. Oof. Yeah, I don't know. Earlier I never see like this. From far away I never see this kind of attacks. Well, to be honest, I didn't even see it from here. Yeah, so maybe it's the best to go here. Instantly. Now that you can't get in. Still could have some sacked stuff here though. Which could be unpleasant. Yeah, but are you winning though? You did sack a piece. Scary. White can't be worse. Well, you're a piece down. Well, okay, I don't know. This was probably a bad idea from Team White though. But maybe they should like instead of taking instantly here is like build a little bit first. Because it's not obvious what black should do here. Black can't take here while this pin is going. I guess black could do stuff like here. Even though maybe white can go for stuff here and I don't know. But easy to lose this. Not saying that any of those moves were forced or anything. But I'm just saying that maybe build before the sack while the pins are going and it's not obvious we can escape from here anywhere. I'll ask the machine in here, what does it say? Rook f3, white is 1.6 better. Dangerous, I suppose. But maybe not winning dangerous yet. Okay, I'm just gonna question. And yeah, it does say stick the knight there. Give the pawn. Okay, now I know that's the white starts going b5 now here. Guess we are not really going any Queen is sidetracked a little bit. Try to get there. F6. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Computer comes with the really crazy defensive setups. Not that this made any sense anymore, anyways. Also, I could have taken here and been a pawn up here in the end game. And winning, probably. Well, this happens, but now white does win that one, though. More, I guess Owens could have tried this, but I suppose then this. And we can't play f5 because of this. Computer usually laughing at human attack ideas. Yeah, that is sad. Computer too good. Yeah. Now it falls down. Well, surprisingly, we are even Steven in the material, almost like. Okay, white has a few pawns more. Few pawns more with attack. See if more Owens can get some kind of a counterplay going. Oof. No. It is just crushing. Opponent also berserked that game, so he played pretty carried game. Yeah. But yeah, those are sometimes those attacks play themselves when you get to stick the knight there and support it with f5, f4, I mean. Even though maybe there was some chances. There was a Morsu link somewhere. Oh, and Mr. Ritchie had also a game. His transposition. Alright, so we have the better of. Wait, what is this? Next two knights. Bishop b4. Chop. Go forward. Spicy. Pin. And we just castle and say, take it, please. Take it, please. Also covering the knight jumps from here. Alright, that seems a little weird. Ay. Guess that's better, yeah. Don't let this go away. My idea probably drops a pawn. Even though it's very dangerous though. But maybe they could survive. Knight c5 maybe better. Stop that now. Bang. Maybe f5 just to keep the pawn. No. Mursu says no. we go counter-attacking. Off to badminton. Have a good night all. Well, you enjoy badminton. You know the Mr. Thomas was like a few time world English champion, and I think like 11 times or more English badminton champion. He's usually the losing side on all the Capablanca Alekhine games. In those tournaments, but I think he knew somehow some moves too. I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't remember his first name, but Thomas something. Few-time English champion in chess and like a lot of times badminton. If I'm remembering right, I think it was Thomas, one of those English masters from back in the days on those, I think, Nottingham tournaments, etc. All right, sorry, I got sidetracked by Thomas and did not look what happened in the game. Queen f6 with chop, win a p-pawn. Okay, are we greedy and take a-pawn? Yeah, Mursu greedy. Big pin. No weakness anywhere. Not unpinning anything. I suppose, I guess they're making a square for the king. Alright, you have a good day. Or evening, or whatever at night is there. That guy is running. Defend everything. Still defended. Oh, they did not like that pawn. Sacked the exchange. But Mursu trades everything down. Gives them a file. Oh no. I mean, almost could sack here. Almost. Probably unnecessary. Now we can take there, right? Of course they could take here and we take here and repin it. Good enough though. Double up. How do you defend everything? Also, this might also still be hanging there. Can probably take unnecessary again, probably though. Repin. Yep, that was a big crush. I think it all went wrong for this. I guess this is still fine. But the after, I don't know. It's very awkward since they can't really get rid of this without getting into a trouble with the e-file. Maybe you could have done like at some point. Or maybe instead of c4 do something more useful. Trying to get castled and not die. But yeah, Mursu exploited the king in the center pretty well. Good game, good game. Oh, Blix said that his team also. I mean, at least I don't. Oh no. No, next week we don't have to play him. Teams 4 and 7 go to 4C. but team 6 goes to 4B. So we get rid of Blixt at least. You don't have to play him yet next week. Exactly. You didn't even get that many points this week. You didn't even beat the rest of the team, or my team. Mainly because of Mursuto. I mean, actually, it's not far away. Not far away. Anyways, I guess that's... Unless somebody has a game to look at. Alright. Oh no, the foot missed my head. That was bad. Where's my foot? Let's do a new foot. No, there is a timeout. I'll get a free shiny for it though. It's literally just, sorry, the tournament ended already. I was thinking of raiding somebody instead, but hello, Amy. I don't know. Everybody else has so many viewers, so. Oh, never mind. Who would we raid who's not too big at streaming chess? That is true. I mean, the team, if you want to play this in future, there's the link to the team. And we played this time 2 hours earlier every week in the team league. I don't know, let's trade Jean-Marie. Why not? They're playing chess and don't have ridiculous amount of viewers at the moment. Alright, thanks everybody for playing, hanging around. Next stream, I don't know, sometime in the future. Okie dokie. Thanks everybody. Ciao.